Hello and welcome. I am Ash Mannix. It is Sunday evening once again. We're going to play some more Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Can I remember what happened in the last part of this playthrough? No, because my memory sucks. Let me try and recap from my head. I believe we have proven that Judy Bound has been involved in moving the body of Mr. Frost, the person who's died, the person who's murdered. They were responsible for moving the body about when the person died and recently in the current case when the body reappeared. I don't think we've kind of gotten to the bottom of why did you do that? But here we go. Let's just continue. Right. Let's get in this. Continue. Oh yeah, okay. I think we're starting a mental debate with who was it? Oh, with Mr. Oh, what is his name? I can't remember. The guy with the chef's hat and the scar on his face. 18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. Oh, it was Mr. Gusto. But why did they work together, and why did they enter the contest in the first place? That's the information I need to get out of my opponents somehow. Oh shit. Mr. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way. Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. By my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago. Mind chess! Commence! Why did you collaborate with Mr. Frost? Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost? We were acquaintances before we were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together. And your decision to pair up with a sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills. You don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most perfect creations possible. That's all. Right about time. Frost's son and mine were in the same grade at school, so we got along pretty well too. Oh, so you were just two friends who happened to try for the title of world's greatest confectioner. What? Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest, wouldn't you say? What is this warning that keeps coming up? Why anything? There we go. Fine, it was me. I wanted that title. Frost was only in it for the prize, the ultimate cookbook. I see. And since your objectives dovetailed so neatly, you decided to work together. But then something happened. A breakdown in your relationship, perhaps. If so, I want to know why. Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my brush with death. Push me too hard, and I'll be on my way back to the medical room. No, wait. Oh, did that work on you, mate? Also, what the fuck? No, wait. Then you'd better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience. Mr. Gusto is trying desperately to make his escape, but he's not going anywhere yet. Not as long as he's still keeping things from me. Let's figure out what he was really after next. Ring! There's no time to lose. I need to pick the right line of questioning, and fast. Did you want to appear... You two had your eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not sure the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much. Damn, man, I don't think so. Now you're insulting the way of the confectioner. My goal, my only goal, was to win that title. I didn't care about anything else. You have no idea how much it would have meant to me. Oh, shit. Look, my sense of design may not have been up to snuff back then, but you should see me now. Oh, so you've improved? You bet I have. I didn't do all that training in Zheng Fa for nothing. I looked up to Tangaroa, you know. Spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his show with my son. Sounds to me like Mr. Tangaroa's work was especially influential in your early studies. And with his recipe book, he might have become the best someday. Maybe. The book was a real treasure, no doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it. You claim that your only goal was to win the title. Yet you also seem to have had an interest in the contest's prize, the ultimate cookbook. The greatest collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say I had absolutely no interest in it. And even if I did, what exactly is so wrong with that? Nothing, I suppose. Only that the book contained recipes for medicines, not desserts. And everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that. I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I can't let him slip from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on. Ring! Next, let's find out why he wanted the cookbook. Oh, do you know, I've just thought of something. Didn't they say that his kid was coming to see the event with him? And then at some point the kid stopped coming with him? Was his kid ill? Could that have been it? I wonder. Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was? What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes. There wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. I better try another track. Oh, well, that fucked it. So your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations. What else? A book like that could have improved my craft tenfold. You could have made a lot of money if you'd sold it. I don't know much about what was actually in there, but it was worth more than money, I'll tell you that. Come now, Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the ultimate cookbook than you claim. They told us a little about it at the start of the contest. Then you know that what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you? And that they weren't dessert recipes at all. I see you did your homework. Fine, so you know what was really in there. The Ultimate Cookbook, or the Angel's Cookbook, to give it its proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody had ever heard of. So he did know that the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines. This could be an important clue. Find out why he wanted the book. What? I've exhausted this avenue of inquiry. Let me try another angle. What? Okay. Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was? What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tangaroa's recipes. There wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it. Wait, he already... Time to deploy my clue. Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in Zen Power, but you clearly didn't do enough work on your skills of deception. You've already admitted that you knew the ultimate cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines. Thereby making your interest not gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature. You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusto. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines, which suggests that your interest must have been personal. I underestimated you. Fine, you're right. Winning the title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipes in that book. It was for my son. He was sick. He was. Tell me more. That's none of your business. I've told you as much as you need to know. He looks rattled. I can't let him off the hook. Let's find out what this mystery illness was. Ring! I've almost gotten to the bottom of this. I can feel it. Just a few more moves. Could you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from? You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more? I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. I'd better try another tack. I need to study my opponent's reactions and pick my own responses accordingly. What the fuck? Tell me a little more about your son. He was my pride and joy, my biggest fan. And you entered the contest in order to help him. You clearly don't have children of your own. Any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything. You would come see me here at the contest venue. Too, right up through the semi-final. Really, you didn't get in the way of your work. If you were trying to beat Samson Tangaroa, surely you didn't have the time to look after a child. Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for him. He said he wanted to always be the first to try my creations. You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto, and yet he was able to come and join you for the contest. It wasn't that kind of illness. Nothing life-threatening anyway. What? This feels like it could be an important clue. So you needed the cookbook to cure your son. Yeah, nowadays you can get the medication he needed anywhere. But back then, that book was our only hope. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give up my all to my work. And what about Mr. Tangaroa's work? Surely that tea break gave you the perfect opportunity to steal a glance at it. And what makes you think I had the energy or time to care about what the others had made? I think you've made it abundantly clear how much interest you had in Mr. Tangaroa's work. What's more, if you were that determined to win the ultimate cookbook, I seriously doubt you would have passed up on a chance to take a peek at your competitors' entries. I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see and sample my rival's work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been nerves or something. Nothing Mr. Gusto tasted had any flavor. That seems like it could be an important clue. Could you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from? You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more? Time to deploy my clue. You've already shared with me that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening. So why are you so reluctant to share any further details? Ooh. It may have not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering. I see. That must have been very hard on both of you. Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate. couldn't taste anything, not even his favorite desserts. As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains a recipe for a very particular medication, one that Mr. Tangaroa used to cure himself of his own taste disorder. So he had it too? Two, you say? So your son has a taste disorder then, am I correct? How did I let that slip? You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. But was that really the case? Of course it was. What are you saying? I'm saying that I'm not so sure that's true based on everything you've told me. Time to deploy my clue. What? Taste disorders are difficult to live with. It isn't easy not being able to enjoy your food. You should know, after all. You just told me you'd experienced something like that during the contest. You said that nothing you sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from a taste disorder. A confectioner without a sense of taste. Not exactly ideal. Are you sure it wasn't actually your own condition you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Gusto? I've had enough of your speculations. I managed just fine in that contest. Made all my own entries, no problems. Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late to claim you did all on your own now. I don't know what these these sound effects are supposed to be, but I'm just improvising here. You'd have us believe that you are a man of principle, a dedicated student of the confectioner's art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. Also, you could cure your own taste disorder. You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I'd kept it hidden for so long, 18 years, and nobody knew. Sadly, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to me. Both Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook for the medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder and the money it would bring in for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged, and that, I believe, is checkmate. Bring. Mind chess checkmate. I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody any of this. But you figured it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed Agusia. Is that a real thing? Let me check this. I need to check this, guys. Agusia. Is the... Agusia has a complete loss of sense of taste. Wow, it's real, okay. Well, according to bullshit AI Google. God knows how legit that is. What's Agusia? Gesundheit. It's a taste disorder that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. A confectioner's worst nightmare. Mr. Fender, is this what Mr. Tangaroa had as well? No, the big man... the big man had what they call dissociated taste disorder. What? Basically, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all. So he suffered too. Can't have been easy. Not when there wasn't a way to cure it on the market. Which is why you needed Mr. Tangaroa's cookbook. Do you admit, now, that that was the real reason you entered the contest? It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted the title. When I put my mind to something, it gets done, and I won't lose to anybody. I may not have been able to taste it then, but I still knew my stuff was good enough to win. Oh, So you went into the final thinking you stood a good chance of winning? Of course. What was it that Mr. Fender said about what Mr. Tangaroa thought of Mr. Gusto's creations? Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavour and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both accounts. We were told that your entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you described. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What went wrong that day? Fine. You want me to talk? I'll talk. But you're not going to like what I have to say. Oh shit. Right into a testimony. My entry for the final. Frost and I were working together right up through the semi-final. I handled the flavour, he did the designing. But I wanted to face Tangaroa in the final on my own. No help, just me and my skills. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine I did alone. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lacked training. But the taste? Wait a minute. The taste tasted good. In your previous attempts? I don't understand. And that's all there is to it. Happy now? Ugh. There don't seem to be any obvious contradictions in his testimony. 1 second, let me check something. Right. Yep. Not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. He's managed to not let slip what really happened for 18 years after all. Why don't you try pushing him a bit, Malzarino? See if you can't shake something loose. Let the goose loose. I think I just might have to, Fender. My entry to the final. Right, Frost and I were working together right up through the semi-final. I handled flavour, he did the design. Makes sense. But I wanted to face Tangaroa in the final on my own. No help, just me and my skills. Let us...
Hold it!
Hold it. You were serious about winning the title then? Of course. The art of confectionery is my life. Why wouldn't I have wanted to be crowned the greatest? Lark Tari is saying good evening. Is Saba going to stream tonight? Don't have a clue, my man. I don't keep a track of Lala, what the fuck? The answer to that question is yes. It looks like they will be streaming tonight. Should I be looking up other people's streams while streaming? Why not? But I still had a lot to learn back then. I guess it's no surprise my work wasn't up to scratch. But the title wasn't the only thing you wanted. There was a cookbook too. You wanted the book even more than you wanted the title. Isn't that right, Mr. Gusto?
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are battering a witness who is still suffering the effects of today's attack. I cannot allow this harassment to continue. I understand, Your Honor, but... Ignore him, Mr. Gusto. You need not answer that vile prosecutor's question. What? But please do continue your testimony in your own time. What? What? Why? How can I not question him? It's a fucking test, whatever. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine I did alone.
Hold it!
So you're saying Mr. Frost didn't help you at all? But he'd helped you up until then, correct? It's a bit strange for him to stop so late in the contest, no? Strange or not, it's the truth. Could be he had his reasons too, I wouldn't know. If he's lying, it's going to be a headache to prove. 18 years is a long time. Not unless that gizmo of yours is a built-in lie detector key. If it did, I'd have stolen the show from Mr. Edgeworth long before now. Don't worry, Fender. I can tell when he's lying. No doohickeys assistance required. Please, Mr. Gusto, continue your testimony. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lacked training.
Hold it!
And yet, I heard that your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavour. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day? No, nothing like that. Larktides, are you going to play Blue Archive sometime? I have no plan to. No, not yet. Wait, what is this? Real-time strategy? What the fuck? Oh, this is a free-to-play. Is this a gacha game? Wait, this came out 2 days ago or something. What the fuck? What is this? This game doesn't look like other things you've played in the past. Alright, that's what Steam's telling me. I'm not even logged in. Anime fantasy. Very positive reviews so far. The only game where I can say I collect children. What the fuck? Wait, what? What is this game? Lead an elite anime goes into battle? Wow, this has got some anime shit in it as well. Ooh, this is interesting. Got anime cutscenes. I mean, of course it has anime cutscenes, but this looks pretty slick. Looks kind of high budget. Nexon Games from Korea. Oh, that makes sense. Panko streams it, and it seems Saba's going to too. Oh. Oh. Wait, who's Panko? Oh. Well, I don't know. It says Nexon Games is the developer. Let me check Nexon Games. Nexon Games. Do they have a website? Nexon Games. What is this? Blah blah blah. Are they a publisher? Where are they based? Press, investor, fuck. Where's the thing that just tells me about them? Oh, it's so painful. Oh, here we go. About Nexon. I'm just blind. Blah blah blah. 1994. Since then, we continue to be an industry leader. Wait, what? What? Where are you based? Nexon is listed in the Tokyo Stock Exchange, so maybe it's headquartered in California? Wait, no, that's Nexon America. Alright, so I'm assuming Japanese. But it says that the publisher is Nexon Korea? What? What is the difference? Why? I think, I don't know where the original company might have been from Japan. It says it was founded in 1994, but it doesn't say where it was founded, which is really weird. They have an America contingent. They don't. So what's this Nexon? Maybe that's just really bad. Wait, this is a Nexon America website. Maybe they're American. Maybe that Korea thing is just a weird. Fuck knows, man. The sexy Italian red panda VTuber. Man, what? I have not been paying attention to my VTubers. No, nothing like that. It was... I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's as simple as that. But Mr. Frost's entry was complimented on its flavour. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then. Did something happen overnight? I don't think he's going to spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth. And perhaps I should ask him about something else. You knew Mr. Frost from before the contest, correct? You remembered, I see. My son and Frost used to go to elementary school together. Wait, I wonder. Did something change between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto? Not really. The only difference between the semi-final and the final was that Frost wasn't helping me. Is there anything we have to prove otherwise? Interesting. So depending on what I push him for in this. No, I'll just stick with what I have for now. Oh. The only difference between the semi-final and the finals. Which one should I choose? Like try saying, neither did I. I don't know how I even came to Panko and Saba. You knew Mr. Frost from before the contest, correct? My son and Frost used to go to elementary school together. It was no coincidence that you both entered the contest, correct? Yeah, I heard about it first, then I told Frost. I knew he'd be interested. He was always short of cash for his sculptures. That's right, Mr. Frost was supposedly always in financial trouble, wasn't he? The cookbook is really worth that much, huh? I see that glint in your eye, kiddo. But don't get your great thieving hopes up. It was worth a lot back then. But these days you can find most of the stuff in there on any drugstore shelf. Oh, bummer. So literally every last contestant only ever had eyes for that cookbook, I see. An 18-year-old mystery. And the key to unraveling it is finally in my grasp. I just need to remember everything Fender told me about what he and my father discovered. Right, so... what have I got in my evidence thing? Fuck. Right, let's see this. Right, welcome to something. So that is elementary school, so that is not wrong. What else changed? Blah blah blah. Statute of whatever. Organizer, victims, what you find, sent with creation, to express, what's attached to Black Dry saying now Samiko Saba has 605 images. I am not surprised. Not surprised at all. What am I supposed to show here? Nothing had changed? He said nothing had changed between now. Besides him not helping him. Is there something else we have? We've never presented this.
Hold it!
The only difference between the semi-final and the final was that Frost wasn't helping me. What do I have to prove otherwise? That didn't change. Fuck, I'm gonna check a guide, because I cannot be fucked. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Where have I been? Oh my god, I would never have got this. Damn, man. This is cold. Right. Wait, what's happening? Why? Oh, I need to click into this.
Objection!
Valara Katari, I'm good. I don't need to see that. I can think of one significant difference between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto. Your son. This is him in the photograph, correct? You told me he was here with you up through the semi-final. He was? What of it? What indeed? He was here with you until the semi-final, until he suddenly wasn't for the final. And just as suddenly your work went from being lauded for its flavour to being lambasted for it. I don't think that's a coincidence, do you? He wasn't just spending quality time with his father. He was playing a much more pivotal role than that. Was he the taste tester? I just wanted him to see me hard at work, to show him I was trying my best for us. Who knows, maybe it was him being here that helped me do so well in those early rounds. He talks a good game, but nothing about this guy screams super dad to me. Indeed, thankfully, we would only have to give such an idea credence if his story were true. After all, how much could the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of a grown man's work? Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavour of his creations, but then he lost his sense of taste. He must have had a tough time maintaining his high standards after such a devastating loss. Unless... I'm sure your son was here to cheer you on, but that wasn't all he was here to do, was it? You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor, but why not try answering yourself for a change? What was an elementary school kid doing here other than to support his father? Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine, Mr. Gusto. He was my biggest fan. Of course he knew it. Lexiville, welcome to the stream. Does this game play the same way as Phoenix Wright? No, this game plays differently from Phoenix Wright. So Phoenix Wright, well, in subtle ways. First of all, you can walk around the different rooms, in like this third-person mode, which you don't have in Phoenix Wright. Second of all, there's like mind game chess. You can also do logic connections, which is not something in the Phoenix Wright games. And all of the debates and stuff seem to happen outside of court in the majority of cases. No, Valarikatai, I'm good. I don't need to... I don't... Wait, Graves? No... I'm alright. The fuck? Right. In which case, he would have been a good judge of whether something tasted on brand, so to speak. No? What do you imply? You've already told us that you are suffering from a taste disorder. Yeah, I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody any of this, but you figured it out all out anyway. Lexico goes, neat. Also, what are these crown things in chat? We can gain experience now. What? Okay. Right. As I understand it, these crown things have just started to appear in chat since, well, the first time on my streams it happened was last Wednesday. It seems to be that when you're chatting in a stream, you get points, and then you can be a quote unquote top fan, which I think is a bullshit title just because someone's chatted a lot in one stream. So there's like a top leaderboard of chatters, and right now you are number 2. All right, crack dealer, welcome to the stream. So yes, that's what these crowns are. Valara Katari is currently number 1 in terms of chatting. Lexiville, you are number 2, and Crack Dealer is now number 3. I think you get top 3, and then it shows you a top list. I can see a top list. What does this say? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How'd you get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points. Here's what you get: send live chats, super chats, super stickers. Let's see. Wow. So yeah, that's YouTube's new way of fucking scamming people in chat. I don't know. Cracker saying only Ash. Lol. Lexiville says, weird mechanic. I feel like it would promote spam. Yeah, this is what I thought as well. Why would they do this? It just feels like it promotes people to chat shit so that they can get more points. Graduate says, top 1, get all the Scottish man. See, Valari Kantari posted the mum nude. I'm not against this anyway. Like so goes, if being first even does it, being first doesn't do anything. You just show up as first. I'm not gonna like it doesn't. You don't get anything. You just get a shitty little crown that says number 1 next to you, and then that will reset on the next stream. It is fucking bullshit. I like mums too. Very good. It's a safe thing to like as well. I approve. Older women, awesome. Mums, awesome. Anyway, it's true. 18 years ago, I developed ageusia. No one knew about your condition. Indeed, I doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it was your job to make sure his creations tasted good. You don't pretend to sleep again. Therefore, your son wasn't just here to support you. He was helping you by taste testing your work. Dang, now it all makes sense. Frost's stuff tasted good because it really was finished the day before when the kid was still here. What? Why is he maniacally laughing now? You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. But do you seriously think I'd trust a kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpieces? I have some pride, you know. Even back then. And did you know? My designs may not have been much to write home about back then, but I always knew my work tasted better than anybody else's. You think I'd risk everything by putting my reputation in the hands of a child? I mean, it's your own son, though. It's not just some random kid. This is just more speculation. That's all it is. Ah, shit. I mean, he's got a point. Oh, fuck. In that case, I asked to speak with your son this instant. Let's see how much of your story he can corroborate. Yeah. Sadly for you, my son is no longer my concern. What? What? As soon as I got my sense of taste back, I went straight to Zen 5 to start my training, and cut off all ties with the kid for good. What? Why? What the fuck? Why are you coming across as a shit dad? What? Wait, that's Kay. What? You abandoned your own child? And that ain't half of it. No one knows where he is, even now. What? What the fuck? The cops have looked all over for him, but no dice. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Right, let me just check this. Okay, guys, let me think about this. What is going on? Where could his child be? Why did his child go missing? What does any of this fucking mean? Crowder is saying, what the fuck is that in his hands? What? Oh, the thing where he's fiddling with some taffy? I don't know, man. So, still think you can prove your asinine theory? Asinine? I'd like to see you try. Yeah. You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again. Yeah. Shit, Dad confirmed. I got my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son? Dude, what the fuck? Are you even fucking... What are you on? Why do you have so many scars? Like, why... All of a sudden your son doesn't fucking... Alright, here we go. Judge Cavell gonna fucking defend him. Silence in the courtroom. While Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part, certainly, fucking hell, the goddess of justice cannot judge him for that. What? Why not? Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat. Is he fucking laughing in my face? Fuck you, Gusto. Yeah, give it up. 18 years is a long time for anything to surface now. Proof or otherwise. How old would the kid be now? Where would the kid be? Right, wait, I need to come up with a title for this stream. And I think the title is Gusto is a terrible father. Unless we get proven otherwise. Right, what am I missing in the chats? Black Cry saying you can't spell arsenic without arse. I mean, just, yeah, that's very true. Practicals, he just has a very furious... He just has a very very furious cat. Mate, Jobby's a fucking furious cat, so I've actually got some scars on me from him. Kept him outside because he just causes mischief. Mischief! And then I close the door and he starts meowing as if I freaking cause, like, as if I'd make him suffer all the time or something. Such an ass cat. Ass cat! Oh shit. I wasn't supposed to click that. But he's going, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. If we don't, the truth might be lost forever. Let me check something. Do we have... Which one of these... Is there anybody here that could be his son? No. Imagine it was Gumshoe. No, wait. No, because he wasn't fucking... This was 18 years ago. And he was like 10. Who knows? Good. Imagine it was Gumshoe though, that'd be so random. Where are you, Detective Gumshoe? Can't imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but... I get it tested right away, sir. Please do, Detective. Radix on G's, am I drunk without touching any alcohol? Wait, what? That's the last piece of the puzzle, I'm sure of it. What? Once we know whose blood it is. Hey Miles, sorry to cut in on your mind palace time, but I was pondering something myself. Our friend Gusto didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he? You mean because he tried to open the case? Exactamundo. Think we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that? We might, if Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time, with a certain piece of it. Wait, what? Finding out what the blood was? That's quite enough idle chatter of defense. Now, if you... Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Sorry to keep you waiting! Uh-huh. Speak of the devil. Crackdrill goes, does Jobby know his name yet? Nah, man. He doesn't reply to either his online name of Jobby or the other name that I use for him. I just go, oh! He ignores everything. How's your little one, who might be a big one now? How's she doing? I take it you have the test results, Detective. Yes, sir. The lab just got back to me. Detective, please. Court is in session. Is this court in session? What are you fucking talking about? Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us the evidence Mr. Edgeworth was just speaking of? What? Hey, no fair. Why didn't anybody tell me about any of this? It is indeed the evidence in question, Your Honor. It needed testing, so I asked him to carry it out. Carry it? What the? Why is everybody always helping you? I'm supposed to be the one in charge here. Mr. Winner. More like Mr. Wiener. La 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 la. Granny goes, she does recognize her name. Oh, damn. She goes, I shout her name and she comes running home. Oh. I don't know. Jobby definitely recognizes when I shout for Jobby. But I don't know if it's because Jobby recognizes his name or if he just recognizes me going, right? And goes, oh shit. The asshole who feeds me is probably calling me. I'm sorry I didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say? Well, all right. So, Detective Gumshoe, what did the test have to tell us? You're not going to believe it, but the owner of the blood we found in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case is Caramel Augusto, the victim of the poison gas attack. What are you talking about? Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, it looks like my suspicions were correct. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, what do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of this blood to this case? It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the IS-7 incident has been trying to hide all these years. What? Wait, let me check something. He is talking about... Where is it? He's talking about the blood that was on the floor or the blood that was on the statue? What the fuck is going on here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me think. No, I'm not understanding what the fuck's going on. Crowder saying, but we stopped letting her outside since she sizzled her paws on the neighbor's grill smoke. Oh, holy shit! I rushed her to the vets, took her a whole month ago. Fucking hell, man! Is she all right now? I don't let Jobby outside. I just don't. I had a cat before a long time ago, and that cat was a beast. And that cat we kept outside most of the time, and he was awesome. Dead, very street smart. He used to get in fights with foxes and shit. He used to get in fights with something, because he used to come back with fucking scars and shit, or at least like he once or twice he was bleeding. Hardly took him to the vet. We really should have taken him to the vet. But he was a beast. Jobby, on the other hand, I don't think Jobby would survive out in the wild. Doesn't know. Jobby will just like go up to anyone and everyone that comes to the house. Doesn't seem to have a sense of wariness, and yeah, I just wouldn't trust Jobby outside. I mean, maybe he would prove me otherwise, but still. But I worry about there's all sorts of things that can go on. You can get hit by a car, or all sorts. So yeah, she just wreaked havoc in the house. Nice. It's what they do, man. They are a beautiful distraction. They are a beautiful fucking pain in the arse. That's what they are. Jobby is such a fucking pain in my arse, but I do love him, especially when he's tired and not causing me trouble. But I really hate it when he decides to not shit in the fucking litter tray and then I have to clean up after him. But anyway, let's continue. Why is this not letting me continue? Continue. Oh. Right, what are we getting to? The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good as us finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body. Why would there be traces of your blood there, of all places, Mr. Gusto? If you won't answer her honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. There wasn't just blood in the liquid from the Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar, too. There were? And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed. Oh yeah! You're talking about what Delicia told us back then, right? What was it again? Did they ever? I've never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life. Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable. The salty bit? The salty bit? It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit, the harpy thing. Gemini's lyre. Yes, the lyre, and only the lyre, tasted as if it had been flavoured with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry. Very interesting. Then perhaps you can tell us, Mr. Edgeworth, where did the salt in the lyre come from? This?
Take that!
This is the lamp from the IS-7 incident. Okay, how the fuck does the salt lamp relate to the lyre tasting salty? What? What the fuck? Cracker says, couldn't have said it better. Why are falafel so gross? I don't know, Valar. Cracker saying he updated the forensic report. Did he? Indeed, and I believe that the salt that gave the lyre its flavour came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Karma had established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaroa's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost, and it was stained with his blood. But no corresponding pool of blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Right, because the culprit had chucked the piece of chocolate with that on it into the little stream. Furthermore, aside from the lyre, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either. Hey, come to think of it, the lamps we found in Delicious Room were both broken. The lamps appear to be broken. Bulbs are smashed, both of them. Maybe they fell and broke on the floor. Oh fuck, man. We never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted, but are we thinking maybe it had Gusto's blood on it at some point? Anyone whose blood was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police. But the killer needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion. And you are seriously suggesting that the lyre was used to do just that? What? How? I am. I suspect that the bloody salt was somehow applied to the lyre so that it could be hidden inside the case? What? They took the blood from the salt lamp and they wiped it on the lyre? What? Why would you do that? This is sounding stupid as hell. Practicing your Gravel voice is hot. LOL. Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. And so he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the lyre undetected. Then the reason he's here today is 18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, the incriminating evidence, or both would resurface one day. So back he comes 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and cover his tracks. Well, Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it? That you are the one responsible for the IS-7 incident? Oh, duty bound. Mr. Gusto, it's all because of you that Samson... What the fuck? Gusto. So I finally got caught, huh? All these years later. Nobody came close back then. Not even the big shot prosecutor. Or the attorney. That's some impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. I have to hand it to you. You admit it then, that you murdered R.T. Frost. He's going to admit it because he's outside the statute of limitations. Yeah. Sure I do. I did it. I killed him. But he only had himself to blame. Oh, let's hear this. What do you mean by that? He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other so that one of us could win. And whoever won was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, the rat finally showed his true colors. Oh? Seriously, Frost, we had a deal. Sorry, I'm not helping you in the final. Our little agreement is over, Gusto. But I helped you. I spent all day yesterday making the eggs for your pieces. Did you? And you can prove that, I suppose? What do you... Wait, you were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you? After Frost double-crossed me, I had to make my piece for the final by myself. And like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either. So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts. Go ahead and judge. You have no idea what it was like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. Carter says, I would never admit it. What the fuck is that? What is that used for? What, the thing that he... Mate, I don't actually know. I think it must be from some sort of confectionery, but maybe that something that you make in Japan? I have no idea. Gave up everything to become the best. Everything. I take pride in that. Something someone like you could never understand. You're right. I don't understand. Do you take pride in the fact that you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things? A man can't afford to rely on other people. I learned that the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up on the day of the final. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why. Ooh. What, did you still get pissed off at your son though? Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son? How am I supposed to know? I told you, he's none of my concern anymore. Mate, what the fuck, right? Why would you just, like, disappear from your son? I still, like, you had a relationship with your son up to the age of whatever he was, like 10? And then you're just like, do you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this for a faggot biscuit. I don't know what the fuck. And you just like disappear from the face of the planet? This makes no sense. That, like, all of a sudden you decided that you don't want to be a dad? And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either. Yeah, that is really concerning. What the fuck? And you don't care? You're horrible. So with his disappearance, so too went your chances of winning, correct? This is really dodge. Like, what the fuck, right? Why does he not care? He must care, right? Like, he's like, my son is missing, so my answer to this is not to care about where he is and to just disassociate from him. This is fucking stupid. Crowder says, I don't think that is something used for culinary practice. Right, 1 second. Let's look this up. What the fuck is this? Mr. Gusto's confectionery. What is this? It says blah blah blah. Wait. Candy pumps. Are they real? That is not what I was imagining. Oh my god. Right, guys. Do a search for sugar blowing kit. These things fucking exist. What the fuck? What is this? Blown sugar? What? What? Looks like you've been proven. Yeah, Crat Taylor is fucking real. What the fuck? Anyway. Yeah, I had to find another way of getting my hands on that book. That's when inspiration struck. I decided to skip afternoon tea and snuck into Tangaroa's room. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed and get out of there. But then Frost showed up. Oh wait, he had a scar back then as well. I thought I might find you here. Stealing recipes from the famous cookbook, Tut tut tut. Frost! What's this? A cure for taste disorders? Oh no, that's just too tragic. A confectioner who can't taste anything? What will people say? If you tell anybody, I'll... You'll what? You can't even hit me, you miserable worm. Why, you... Frost shoved me hard when I went to punch him, knocked me clean off my feet. Damn. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it. So Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt. When it was all over, I realized I had to get rid of that blood somehow, so I scraped off all the bloodied bits. I dissolved those salt shavings in some flavoured ice mixture and brushed it all over the harp. Why would you brush it all over the harp? Oh my god, why wouldn't you just put it in the fucking water river thing that's in that room? Why would you brush it over the fucking harp? It's a fucking statue piece. Why would you brush your own evidence on it, you dumbass? Oh. And that's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder vanish. Frost was going to blackmail me. He would have made me give him money to keep quiet about my condition. So you decided you had to kill him? Yeah. I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Would you want someone holding something like that over your head? Besides, he's the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think? Well, that was the impetus behind it all. Anyway, I initially took the lamps to Frost's room. Went straight there once I'd figured out how I was going to hide the bloody part. Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place, I guess. You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. Yeah, figured I could use them to chip it off and grind it up. Once that was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy. But why Samson? Why did you have to frame him? I never meant for the cops to pin it on him. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Damn. Yeah. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamps and cloths back in Scone's room? There's only one reason to plant a murder weapon in the room of another contestant. And that's to cast suspicion on that person. What? You tried to frame Big Gusty Pants? Gusty Pants, lol. Yeah. But why? Why poor old me? I respected Tangaroa. He was the best. A true champion. I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud. Your work wasn't even real. You had no respect for our craft at all. You deserve to be punished for what you did. Whoa. Oh, Gusty, how could you? Had you refrained from eating Tangaroa's work, Frosty's body wouldn't have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangaroa was judging your room. That's when I'd sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Bound here found it before I had a chance to retrieve it. I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze his body at all? Ha! Why indeed? Mr. Edgeworth. Surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusto need to freeze Mr. Frost's body? Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during the afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect. Yeah. Bingo! Freezing Frost's body wasn't simple. Preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in the chest in Tangaroa's room while I got everything ready in Frost's. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist showing up and making the whole ship collapse. I still don't get it though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all? The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it, at least until it had fully frozen. How awful. Using Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder. Ironically, Tangaroa would have been just fine if the body hadn't been found before I got it out of his room. If only things had gone to plan, he wouldn't even have been arrested, let alone convicted. You mean it was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson? Yes. It was all because I found the body? Yes. Don't let him get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault. No, it's our fault. If it wasn't Samson, it would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested. Yeah, but she's less important to her than Samson. Either way, there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gusto. It didn't help that the initial detective was so bad at his job either. He never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished. So then, Mr. Von Karma had unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body. I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up. Still, you'd think he'd notice something as big as that if he'd taken a look at a few reports, right? Not if someone had been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Karma didn't know about the body until after the arrest had been made. But admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record. So he kept it to himself, and proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless. Can this really be true? You don't feel bad at all. Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you. Yeah. Sticks and stones, girly, sticks and stones. Bloody hell. Gusto not giving a shit. What a jerk. I'll arrest you right now, pal. I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, detective. Yeah. So you noticed, huh? Glad somebody did. The judge is right. You can't lay a finger on me. What? Why? You just confessed to murder. Crowder's saying, why is Kay still there? These are good questions. Why is she still here? Yeah. No idea, huh? Then I guess I'd better lay it out for you. Oh, for fuck's sake. I killed Frost 18 years ago. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math, you can't arrest me. They gotta have confessed otherwise. Let me see. Where's the little happy dummy cat thing? 7 years from the date of the crime, theft, separate time frames apply with regards to claims for damages. 15 years from the date of the crime, the statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country. The statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial. Ooh, what? Why is it? Why is there a rule that's like it's suspended should he flee to a foreign country? That's so randomly specific. Right, we've got him. That's right. The statute of limitations is only 15 years. Is this really the end of the line, Mr. Edgeworth? Why would you have a statute of limitation for murder for 15 years? Why would you have any limitation on that? Once the statute has expired, he can't be charged, so... But... How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm afraid that both Mr. Gusto's confession and your deductions will have to be struck from the record. No. Why are you saying they have to be struck from the record? They stay in the record, but the result is he can't be convicted because of the law, apparently. But he admitted to running to Zhengfa, so he's already fucked himself. Cracker saying, where's that country asking for a friend? And that Mr. Tangaroa's conviction will remain in place. But we've finally proven that the police never had Mr. Frost's body in their possession. Even if he can't arrest Mr. Gusto, surely Mr. Tangaroa has grounds for a retrial on that basis. Does he? I wouldn't be so sure. What? I'm afraid that the goddess's judgments are somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine. The committee meetings for the verdict from 18 years ago to stand no matter what. What the fuck? Why? Nya. Bad luck, Mr. Prosecutor. There must be something we can do. Something to bring Mr. Gusto down. Yeah, the fucking rule about running away like a dumbass. I killed Mr. Frost 18 years ago. The passage of time doesn't diminish what you did, Mr. Gusto. It sure diminishes one thing, though. Your ability to arrest me. Based. Fuck this guy also, though. Oh, we could arrest you. We could arrest you real good. I could have you in cuffs before you blink, pal. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? This issue isn't as open and shut as you're making it out to be, Detective. Nya. You can't touch me. It's too late for that. Cracker saying women in this game are so aggressively hot. I love Judy Bound, and I do love Gavel, even though she's an arsehole. Who else is there? Oh, Franziska von Karma. Or is it Franziska? Franziska von Karma. My goodness me. We live in good times. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math. You can't arrest me. You think I'd have confessed otherwise? I'm gonna have to press him or something. Depending on your actions over the last 18 years, the statute may not have expired yet. Nya. This ought to be good. Alright, I got nothing to hide. If there's something you want to ask, ask it. Oh yeah, very well. Tell us where you've been and what you've been doing since the incident. Sure. Not long after the contest, I was able to cure my taste disorder thanks to the formula from that book. And not so long after that, I went to Zhengfa to really buckle down and hone my craft. That explains a lot. We tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then, huh? Could be. I left, let's see, around a year after the murder. It was before Tangaroa's last day in court. Oh, I'm dying here. Oh, what a pose. Hooah! Hooah! Going to Zhengfa was the best thing I ever did. Flavor, design, I'm the full package now. Objection! And all on the back of those whose lives you destroyed. Nya. What's an omelette without a few eggs? Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor, nothing. You're evil. Sticks and stones, girlie. Can't arrest me, and that's all that matters. I need more work to work with. There has to be something I can get out of him. Maybe I could push him further on the statements he just made. Is there anything I should follow up on? I'd like you to tell us more about your training in Zhengfa, if you wouldn't mind. Fine. Yes, put it in your fucking shit. I think I went to Zhengfa. Objection! Get fucked! The statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following conditions. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country, which means that the time you spent abroad doesn't count toward the total time under the statute. No way, so it's like someone hit pause while he was in Zhengfa. It appears that there may be time left on the clock yet. But that will depend on how long you stayed in Zhengfa, Mr. Gusto. We should have fucking asked him that before we told him this. Fuck. Crack Taylor saying, Ash, you should learn how to do that and strike a pose with a sculpture of Choppy. It's like, hooah! Let me show you my back muscles with my candy sculpture of Chubby. Right, why would he lie? I mean, why would he tell the truth? He would just say, I was only there for a year. What? He's telling the truth? Why is it? I mean, I suppose we can check it. It was 3 years, exactly. 3 years? Hold on. Nobody say anything until I've done the math. 18 minus 3 is 15. Does that not put him at the limit? The murder happened 18 years back. The statue's 15 years. Add the 3 overseas. 15 plus 3 makes exactly 18, which means... No way! Mr. Edgeworth, you did it. The statue hasn't expired after all. Wait, no, it's just expired, no? Wait, are we that... Yeah! Nah. Bingo, 18 years exactly. Glad you worked it out for yourselves. Oh, he fucking took that into account. What a troll. Oh, fuck. Crack just saying, just run away right there for 50 more years. God, she's... Wait, who's hot? Yeah, he's just been stringing us along this whole time. What a troll! Why is he laughing? We're good, aren't we? We can arrest him now. I hate to break it to you, little sis, but IS-7 went down at the end of December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Frost's murder. Gavel, I know Gavel is so fucking hot. If Gusto's stays in Vengfire really lasted 3 years on the nose, it's not enough. We're a few months short. Not enough? But... What did I tell you? You can't touch me! Nya. I hate to admit it, but he'd read the board well when he made his confession. Obviously, there's a fucking book on. That's the first thing he would have checked. Come on, guys. How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, if only the statute had been suspended for another year. Just give you a full shot. You must do a lot of exercise. I mean, wait, how heavy is that? Gravel? Hammer? Gavel? That's it. And those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Oh shit. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed. I wish someone would look at me like that. while swinging a hammer. Grant is going to use that can extend. Yeah, it can, man. No! There must be something I can do. I knew it. Well, if the law can't bring Mr. Gusto to justice, then... Jude, what are you thinking? Oh, what is she up to?
Objection!
There's no need to go adding to your rap sheet just yet. We're not done here. Far from it. Because there's still a way we can nail him. There is? What? Alright, Mauserino. Pep talk. I need you to think back over everything we know about the case. Gusto's overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about. What? Which is? He wasn't there for Samson's last trial, remember? Best I can tell, he doesn't seem to know what the final verdict that came down that day is. Which means there's still one way left to us. Crack open your statutes for dummies. What? And take another... Wait, what? What are we talking about here? What are you talking about? The statute is suspended from the time any accomplice's indictment to the end. Oh. Wait. Wasn't Samson Tagawa put down as an accomplice? Why are these rules so weirdly specific? "17 years ago, they really did a number on Samson and framed him like a pretty picture. Well, if we make good use of that verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done." Vendor, are you? "Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's my client, Miles, and I can't bring myself to use the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether we play our last card or not, it's going to have to be up to you. What? Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice can only happen if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. So, should I raise an objection and play that card or not? What? Why is this even an option? Yeah. Or is this gonna fuck up something? Wait, let's... I don't know, we're... raise an objection. My father and Mr. Von Karma, one sought to reveal the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I choose to follow. The one that seeks to reveal the truth. Wait, that's what I chose, right? This court has reached its final verdict. The record will state that Mr. Gusto has been found not guilty on all accounts.
Objection!
No, Your Honor. Mr. Carmelo Gusto is absolutely guilty. And I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished. Do you mean to suggest that you have grounds upon which to call for his arrest? I do. Now to show Judge Gavelle something that proves the statute of limitations hasn't yet expired. Let's check this. Convicted as an accomplice based on his confession.
Take that!
Very well. Is there a particular page of the IS-7 case file you would like to refer to? Fuck! Fuck! What was the page? Suspect they are. Damn, they're making you specific. I'd like to direct your attention to the page concerning the suspect. As you can see, Samson Tangara was convicted as an accomplice, and it took around 1 year from his indictment for that verdict to be reached. But yes, that does seem to be the case. The book you gave us details certain conditions pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder. Now, I'm just going to point out here that Edgeworth, as a fucking prosecutor in this country, whatever this country is, should know the statute of limitations and should not need this to be given to him. I know this is for the player, but still, it's really absurd to do it this way with an experienced prosecutor like Edgeworth, and he's like, oh yeah, in the book that you showed me of the fucking law, the statute of limitations for murder, how the fuck would he not know about this? Anyway, I will carry on. One of them, as I mentioned, is that the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country. And another states that the statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial. Wait. Oh, so that just takes a year off? Oh wait. That is so weirdly fucking specific. But what? Tangara was convicted as an accomplice? Yep, guess you were in Zhengfa when the verdict came down. Samson was convicted as an accomplice, not as the main perpetrator. Which is clearly news to you. Not good news either, am I right? But how can that be? Tangara was an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent and you know it. Oh, we know it. It's what we've been trying to prove all along. And in a pleasing twist of fate, his wrongful conviction will be the very thing that sets him free. If you spent 3 years in Zhengfa, and your accomplice Samson Tangara was on trial for 1 year, it means you can still be charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other words, the statute of limitations hasn't expired at all. Yeah! The goddess's judgment is infallible. God damn it, woman. But that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems the prosecutor in charge of this case may have erred. Unbelievably, we may have no choice but to instigate a full inquiry. No, how could this? You weren't supposed to be able to... 18 years is a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crimes. It's time to pay the piper, Gusto, and not a moment too soon. Get fucked. But I'm finally the greatest. My brilliance has been recognized. I gave up everything for this. Everything, even my son. More's the pity. But you can't run from the law forever, because the bills come due at last. That'd be so funny. He goes, I'm just going to do a runner, and he runs away. Oh, damn. That was one hell of an animation. Mr. Gusto's all set for his trip downtown, sir. Well, good. Which means it's your turn next, right? I suppose so. Judes. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've caused you all so much trouble. Yeah, you fucking did, man. You got Samson fucking arrested in the first place. But thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Gusto to justice at last. I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequences of your actions, Miss Bound. Those actions were born of the legal mistakes that were made all those years ago. We all know that. So allow me to apologise in return on behalf of the prosecution. Oh, no, I have no one to blame but myself for it all. Starting with those sculptures. Hey, Jude, you think maybe you might want me to represent you? I'm not some nervous newbie anymore. And there's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything. Oh, wow. Oh, I'd be honoured. Thank you, Mr. Fender. Look at those tears. What the fuck's like clouds? I mean, Judy Bide is awesome as well. Hey! Hey! Sorry, ma'am, but you gotta come with me now. Of course. She's still wearing the sheet that was used to cover the trolley, which is funny. The tablecloth. Judge Cavell. Why did you lie to us? Lie? What are you talking about? You implied that there was no case for a retrial, but as we've proven, that wasn't true. Surely anyone truly committed to seeing justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found. I am under no obligation to answer such questions. Ooh, playing defensive. You clearly have no intention of doing so either. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. What? This is what you take from that? He found the truth, you shithead. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. Transgressions? What the fuck? No doubt you'll be called to appear before the committee in due course. Graduate thinks she has no reason to repeat in red. Lol. Now I must be on my way. I bid you adieu. Bye! What the heck? And after you caught the real killer and everything. I know, what a bitch! What the fuck? Man, this prosecutorial committee can go fuck themselves. They suck ass. Isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do? I don't know, man. Regardless of how it may all play out, I will never regret what we accomplished here today. Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, this dude. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? Why did you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job. My job is to bring the truth to light, Mr. Winner. Not only as a prosecutor, but as a person. What? I don't get it. I wouldn't expect you to understand. As long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner. That's going way over my head. I'm going home. Fucking hell. What was that all about, mate? Just, I don't know what that was about. Eustace still has a lot to learn, is all. Mousy Wowsy. Yes. I just wanted to say, oh, Greggy Peg, Greg would have been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tearing up. That, and thanks for helping poor Sammy Poo-Poo. Of course. Hey, Edgy, looks like you cleared everything up, huh? Oh, fuck, I forgot about Larry. So, what happened exactly? I was kind of busy sketching. Wait, where did Judy and Verity go? Wow, you really weren't paying attention, were you? Fucking hell. Though I am loath to admit it, Larry's sketches did come true for us on more than one occasion. Not that I'm about to tell him that. Quit it with the glaring, would you? Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you. You totally were. You're just like your pop, who was a terrible liar too. He was? Listen, I'm gonna head out. Need to fill Samson in on what went down today. You wanna come with? Yes, of course. Great, then I'm coming too. The hell, Kay, don't you have a life? Characters saying, women can't live with them, can't live without them. So what's Mr. Tangarwa like? I can't wait to finally meet him. Oh, she's not met him before. Oh, he's a real sweetheart. You'll love him. Even while locked up, he can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone. That's why 3 PM cake extravaganza is a thing for prisoners and guards alike. Really? That sounds awesome. You think there'll be any left for us to try? Didn't we find a few slices of chocolate cake in the prison the other day? Could they have been some of Mr. Tangaro's baked goods? Tell me, what are you doing here? I heard you all were coming to see Mr. Tangaro, so I volunteered to escort him. Hello, new friends. I'm Samson Tangarwa. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kay Faraday. It's very nice to meet you both. Miles here is Gregory's son. Is that so? Your father was very kind to me and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and... Don't worry, Mr. Tangarwa. Mr. Vend has explained everything to me. Sure did, and now we're here to tell you the truth about what happened 18 years ago. The truth? Judy did all that for me? Crazy kid racked her brain for 18 years until she'd finally figured out how to set you free. What can I say? Turns out she really would do anything for you. Oh, Judy, I never did anything to deserve such devotion. Come now, Mr. Tangarwa. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you has held strong for all these years, after all. You think so? I guess I'd better show him. Which piece of evidence is proof of the bond? Oh, shit. Let's see. I mean, I think that's the only thing.
Take that!
Those chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she? Yes, she did. They're super delicious and sweet. Miss Bowen continued making them just as you taught her, even after that fateful day, so that there would always be some waiting for you when you finally came home. Judy. I bet they're beyond super sweet then, aren't they? Very much so, I'm afraid. I only wish we could hand them to you. Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure he gets them later. It would be a clear breach of prison policy. Not that I have the authority now to stop him anyway. Thank you very much. You know, Detective, something about you reminds me of Detective Bad. Really, pal? Because I look up to him a lot. He's my role model. You don't say. It seems fate likes to bring people of all sorts together, huh? You hang in there, Samson. Just a little longer. I should be able to get you out soon. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Nobody should have to wait 18 years to get justice. Don't be silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather, thank you. Truly. Samson. Well, I guess it's my turn to wait for Judy to come home now. I'd better make sure there's something delicious on the table for her when she finally walks through that door. Don't let me down, Eddie. Leave it to me, big guy. The IS-7 incident. It's been 18 long years, but this case we'd inherited from my father is finally coming to a close. Hey Miles, thanks for today. And sorry for forcing you to make the final call like that. Not at all. I simply made the call that felt right to me. Huh? What are you guys talking about? You know how Samson was wrongfully convicted? We had to pretend that he wasn't in order to nail Gusto. But to use his false conviction against him, even to save him. As his lawyer, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, I can see that. But now that Gusto's behind bars, I can finally start to get that wrongful conviction overturned. Yes, and I'm sure you will. Wait a minute, does this mean that even if you were only doing that what's right, if the false conviction had been overturned before today, Mr. Gusto would have gotten away scot-free? Yep. It's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. Ooh. The law is far from perfect. Because of things like legal contradictions, right? Yeah, but you never know. Things might change. The law's always evolving, just like us humans. Your Uncle Eddie and Malzerino included, am I right? The potential for growth and change in people and the law. Huh? So, Miles, are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. One only you can answer. I know. Well, let's just say I won't complain if you show up at the office one day. And on that note, it's time for me to skedaddle. See yous. I owe you big time. And I always repay my debts. But for now, sayonara. Thanks again for today. I mean it. Did he seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here to you? He did. And honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude. After all, he gave me the chance to reckon with my father's final case. When I was a boy, all I ever dreamed of was becoming an attorney like my father. But then, during my time with Mr. Von Karma, I learned the way of the prosecutor instead. Eventually, with the help of some good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. But now my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. It may be time to take another long, hard look at how I want to live my life, whether I like it or not. Hey Gregory, sorry for reporting in so late. It may have taken 18 years, but we're finally in a position to prove Sanson's innocence. All thanks to your boy, Miles. I couldn't have done it without him. You should have seen him. The way he fought for the truth gave me chills. It's like I was watching you. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were, but those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now as I carry on your legacy. Here's hoping. Your boy will be joining me in that soon. Am I going to fight crime as a prosecutor or an attorney? What is the right answer? Which path should I choose? Oh, I got our Turnabout Legacy for completing episode 3 of Ace Attorney Investigation Collection 2. I don't know. Is he a brother from another mother? Yeah. I think you can say that. A Turnabout Forsaken. Ooh, wait, is that just K? Oh no, not fucking. Oh, what? Why is fucking winner here? Fucking hell, for the last case? No. That's a shit person to have as the fucking thing for the last case. I'm just gonna start this and then we'll end it here, I think. We're just under 2 hours, but I think this is a good place to stop. Oh, what? The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Ooh, well, multi-story building. Very good. Are you... Why are you wearing that raincoat? What? Dude, guys, what's happening here? No! Ah! Oh shit, Kay's gonna die? What the fuck is happening? I think we'll just... Why is Gumshoe looking so sad? Right, I think we'll leave it here because that was one hell of a start. Wow. Why does that say story? Turnabout Legacy. New items in the gallery. Well, let's have a look at the gallery. I've not looked at the gallery before. Accolades, full album. I don't know, we got new stuff. Complete. What? Oh shit, this was from the first game. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, this is okay. Why is she wearing an why is her shirt too small for her? You know, that's a weird. And also, someone took a picture just as the balloon was bursting. Wouldn't she have been surprised? I'm an old man. I take a bullet. Was he? Oh, he was a dude that would like. When he stood tall, he was like super buff. Wait, why is this like still? Oh, I remember this. Hurt. What have we got? Oh, look at this bad boy. Crowder saying I should start playing some more Umineko as well. Yes, stream it. I want to watch it. I want an excuse to watch some more Umineko. Look at this badass picture. I'm too cool for you guys. Oh yeah, the mayor. Not the mayor, the president. Wait, why is this? Wait 1 second, my controller's lost fucking connection. Oi, get connected. Why do you randomly lose connection, shitty controller? Hello? What's this? Ooh, the assassin dude. Look at this. Was she not like, was she being threatened by him or something? Is that what was going on? I forgot. Ooh, there's still some left. What a show, eh? What a show. What? Oh yeah, he'd get punted into the background. Holy shit. That's an interesting view. The butts! I like this music that's playing in the background. Ah, there's Judy Bound with Samson. What a pose. That's mental, man. Objection! Objection! We were friends, but then we became enemies, and my enemy killed me. Well, I've got to admit that the Butts has some talent. I've got to. Oh shit! There's a whole page left. Wait. Man's paying his respects. Press F to pay respects. What else is there? Character compendium. What is this? Ooh! Oh my god. Wait. How does this work? If I press X, what does that do? Is it bad to think that the old version is better? Oh, this is cool. I like this. They did a really good job of scaling these guys up. Oh my god, old bag. Wait, did we see Emma Sky at all? I guess we did. Oh yeah, she gave us the luminol or something. Wait, what? I don't know, I like the older versions and some of these better. Oh fuck! What is going on with this? Fucking hell, this controller sucks ass. Right, fuck this, I'm using the keyboard. Wait, why is this oh my god. What? I am old man. Wait, no. If I do T. Oh shit! Oh my days. This is fucking awesome. Wait. Right. Wait, who's this? The reporter? Does the reporter not have any other stuff? What a disappointment. Oh. Oh, doggy! Woof, woof, woof! Walk. Walk. Right, oh my god, yeah, I need to do this. Oh my lord, this is fucking awesome. Oh! Wait, I've not seen her. Wait, why is there an animation? Oh yeah, there's an animation where we make her walk. Can I just watch this all day? God. Oh, there's a run! Of course there's a run. Oh my god, this is fucking... Oh! Why is she not wet? Oh my god. This is so awesome. This is too awesome. I don't care about it. Where else do we have? I don't care about. Wait, where's the people from? Oh, this is from the first game. Fuck. Wait, what? Oh my god. Why did you do this? No game. No. Right, how do I go back? Z. Oh, dude, that was from the first game. Oh, what? Don't care. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, that's alright. These boots were made for walking, and walking's what they'll do. These beats are made for walking and they'll walk all over you. You have the animals? I'm not too bothered about the animals. Oh, da, da, da. This is awesome, guys. Crater Singh, wish I could be the crowd she's blocking. Oh, this is... Wait, oh, 18 years ago. Wait a minute. Why are these ordered in such a way? Where's Gavel? I've missed Gavel. Wait, where is Judge Gavel? Are they fucking... Are you fucking with me? Wait, what does this do? Investigation... What the fuck? There's no Judge Gavel for it. Why is there no Judge Gavel? What are you doing, game? Man, fuck you, game. I want my Judge Gavel. Oh, they're fucking me. They're messing with me, man. Oh. Yeah, we have accolades. That's cool. I'm not that bothered about this. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, I know what I missed here. It was the... Ooh, wait. Wait, this doesn't have an old version. Why? No old version for these? Maybe these are all new? Wait a minute, why do I not have this guy? Alright, he might not have had any confrontation stuff. Wait, what have I missed? Wait a minute, I will look through these people, what the fuck? Right. I think, guys, that's a good point to leave it there. Crater Singh's so stylized. Cammy White, yeah. Crater Singh, no! You missed Birdie. Ah, well, we can look next time. But we'll leave it there for now. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this. But this is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. I am Ash Mannix, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. I'll see you later.